Hi everyone, welcome back to Resin Reveal. Today I'm going to be using JD Diction UV resin to make some ruby pendants. I've got a very special birthday coming up in July and the ruby is the birthstone for that month. So I'm going to make 8 of these pendants today. Now, if Emma is actually watching this video, she's going to think that one of these pendants are going to be for her birthday present. And it's absolutely not. So I'll just leave her wondering until we get to her birthday. So let's get back to the project in hand. As you can see, I've already put 8 bezels on the jewellery tape. So there are 8 different shapes, 4 of them are in a gold colour and 4 of them are silver. And I'm just mixing Let's Resin alcohol inks in purplish red and sugar light in with the UV resin. And then we'll begin to pour. Sorry about my hand there, guys. This camera angle isn't the best, I know. Now I'm just using my dotting tool to go around the edges to make sure that the resin's touching all around the bezel. And then when I've done this, we'll speed things up a bit while I do the rest of them. I'll just clean up any spills with a micro brush and we'll pop them underneath the UV lamp to cure. So they're all cured now and it's time to add the finishing touches. First, I'm going to add some silver foil. I'll put that in the resin and keep stirring it until it breaks into tiny pieces. Now I've got some tiny little metal hearts, some of them are gold and some of them are silver. So I'm just going to place a heart in a couple of these as well. I think I changed my mind about putting a heart in a heart. So we're going back to the foil. We'll dome these now with the high viscosity resin. And I'll use a toothpick to take it right to the edges again. Now I'm using a lighter to burst the bubbles, but you'll see shortly that that wasn't the best idea. I should have really used a long neck lighter for that. So you don't have to watch me doing all 8 of these. I'll get on with this and then we'll come back when they're all domed. Now they've all been domed and I'm going to use the lighter again to burst the bubbles before I cure them. And here's where I should have really used a long neck lighter because I melted the jewellery tape. and one of the pendants is no longer lying flat. So they're all cured now, and I've turned the tape over as well to cure the back. But you'll notice that the resin has run to the corner of one of those pendants, so I'm going to have to repair that. All coming off this tape really clean, and there's no residue on the backs of those, so it's looking good so far, apart from this next one that needs to be fixed. So I'll show you how I've done that. It's quite easy really. Now let's repair this one. So I'm just going to take a nail file and I'm going to sand it until it's smooth. And I'll speed this up a bit because this took a few minutes. So now that that's been sanded, I'll wipe it with isopropyl alcohol and then I'll go onto a fine grit sandpaper and we'll go over it once more. So this is a 1000 grit that I'm using now, and this will make it smooth enough for us to dome it again. So I'll just finish these off by putting them on chains, and then we'll come back when they're all finished. These are all done now. I'm really pleased with how these have turned out, and I hope you like them too.